So there's been shots fired in the e-ink space. Kind of an unprecedented time right now where one company is taking direct aim at another company. What's the reMarkable 2 to do? The Daft Punk. Helmets all day, every day, just to mitigate the headshots. Welcome back to the channel. Roger here, rants about tech. If you're new here, welcome. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me. And to all my day ones, you're all day ones right now. If you just subscribe, you're day one. I'm so small, I'm still collecting day ones. But all my day ones, you know what to do. Hit the like button for me. Let's get started. Since Boox announced the Go 10.3, it seems like people are being increasingly concerned about when the reMarkable 3 is coming. You know, reMarkable's response to this announcement. And before this announcement, when people would ask me about the reMarkable 3, my answer was always the same. There's no real reason for them to release a new product when the current product is just doing so well. Not just financially, but just aesthetically. There's nothing that came close to it. Like, not even close. It looked the best, it's functional, it's useful, and its simplicity is a draw in and of itself because anyone can pick it up and use it. So it's just one of those things where there was no external pressure for them to release a new product. That is, until now. I just think they needed this to do it. They needed something to come along to say, we're at least as good as you, and we're a millimeter thinner. Oh, I said a millimeter. 0.1 millimeter thinner, but thinner nonetheless. So when you see that, you automatically think to yourself, okay, they've got to do something, right? Wrong. I thought of a couple hypothetical scenarios that may play out. They may not, they probably won't, but it'll be fun to talk about. So the first factor I want to call attention to is the design. Right here, we have the reMarkable 1. Awesome machine. Came out in 2017. The world wasn't ready. 3 buttons, clickable, tactile, the whole 9 yards. Good machine. Nothing wrong with it. Still looks good too. To this day, I think it still looks good. And then you have this machine right here that they released in 2020. Not just over 2 years. Not 3 years after this one, they released the 2. So reMarkable 1, reMarkable 2. It took 2 years to go from that to that. I think, what would it look like to go from this to whatever they're going to release, whenever they're going to release it, in over 4 years? Because it's been 4 years since the release of the 2. So we're at that 4-year mark already. It's over 4 years right now. So what would that look like if they made a jump from the 1 to the 2 in 2 years, and it was that drastic of a change? What is the new one going to look like? So the reMarkable 2 itself may face some stiff competition right now. It may be sweating. It may have good reason to sweat. But reMarkable, the company, oh, they're laughing. They're looking at the Go 10.3 like, that's what you do? 4 years and that's what you do? They're looking at what they've done already. Like, we did this. We went from the 1 to the 2 in 2 years. And the world just caught up to that in 4 years. I can just imagine the next device is probably going to be 6 years ahead of its time. So they're not worried. Whatever they do is going to crush. But what if? What I'm going to say is preposterous. There's no merit behind it. There's no real evidence of data that I collected to come to this conclusion. It's all just appeared. But I thought it, so I'm going to say it. And it's valid. What if the Go 10.3 is bait? I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking because I thought the same thing. Why would they do that? Make a machine just for bait? I literally think they've had this just sitting. Like, because it's so similar to the reMarkable 2, there wasn't much R&D that had to go into the design. Like, the R&D was, oh, this is what they did. Bring an artist in here to copy that. That's the extent of the R&D. reMarkable had to do some serious R&D to go from the 1 to the 2. That's incredible. But for another company to just copy it, there's no time and development that needs to go into that. So I think they had this just sitting and waiting. And I think the only reason they released it now is because they were like, it's been 4 years. When are they going to release the reMarkable 3 so we can release our real product and stomp them out? It's their bait product that they've been just sitting on, and they just got tired of waiting. Like, we've waited long enough. Just release it. I'm not sure that the reMarkable 3 is going to come out anytime soon or not, but I would imagine since this has come out that they're at least thinking about it. So it's a sound scenario. It's sound. The logic is sound in that. It may be preposterous, but it's a logical preposterous. I just have to believe that in 4 years, Onyx would have come up with something that was not just as good as the reMarkable 2. Granted, if you take the reMarkable 2's design, which is what they did, and you throw Boox software into that, well, that's a match made in heaven. So I'd want that. It would be inherently a better product. But I'm just saying, I just think in 4 years, Boox would have come up with even a better design than what the reMarkable 2 did. Updated it in some kind of way, made it better. They did make it thinner. They made it thinner. They added a notebook strap to the back, which I think could have been a kickstand, but whatever. Something, right? 4 years? That they just catch up? I just don't think that will be the case. I think they're just waiting for the reMarkable 3 to hit, and then they're just going to come out with whatever, the hammer. They're going to call the product the hammer. It's going to be 10.7 inches. Gallery 3. I know Gallery 3 is dead now, but I feel sorry for it. It was a good technology. I wish it would have caught on. They should have developed that more, but whatever. So that's my theory for as to where this might be going. I just want to believe Boox has more in store. And if you go off their track record, they don't mind releasing the product and then stomping it out a month later. It's happened. Bait product, reMarkable 3 hits, then their real product hits, and then the world goes crazy. I'm super excited to see where it heads. The only thing that could mess this up would be something I mentioned earlier, which is the fact that it only took 2 years to go from the 1 to the 2, and in 4 years, the reMarkable releases something that just blows everything out of the water for the next 8 years. I mean, eInk moves slowly. The only real advancements is in design, right? And kind of your implementation of tools and such, but the technology itself is not that much different, and it hasn't changed much in years. So, I mean, the color aspect of it has, don't get me wrong, but not the black and white aspect, which is what we're talking about here. Getting that ink as close to the surface as possible. And throughout this whole conflict, the Supernote is taking the J. Cole approach like, my name is Bennett, and I ain't in it. However this plays out, I'm inclined to just sit back like the Supernote and just enjoy myself. Because all this competition is going to breed innovation, and that innovation is ultimately good for consumers, so we all win. All right, everyone, that's going to be it for me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like if you liked, subscribe if you want to see more, and till next time, take care.